Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada lada daine. Pralada lada daine. Hiranyakashipu vakshaha. Hiranyakashipu vakshaha. Shilatanka kalai. Shilatanka kalai. Itoni singha paratoni singho. Itoni singha paratoni singho. Yato yato yamitato nisingha. Yato yato yamitato nisingha. Boya nasingho ridaya nasingho. Boya nasingho ridaya nasingho. Narasimha Madhim Saranam Papaji. Narasimha Madhim Saranam Papaji. Narasimha Madhim Saranam Papaji. Narasimha Madhim Saranam Prapadye. Narasimha Madhim Saranam Prapadye. Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Sringam Talita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Bolo Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Singade Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Jai Jagadisha, Jai Jagadisha, Jai Jagadisha, Jai Jagadisha, Jai Jagadish, Jai Jagadisha, sing a day. Jaya Narasimha 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 Jai Narasimha Bolo Bolo Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jai Prahlad Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Oh Bolo Bolo Anita Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bolo 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 Prem se bolo Nityananda Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Dev Praladasya Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Just try it. Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Dev Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Nrsimha Jai Jai Haribo Haribo Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Dev Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Dev Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Shri Nrsimha Jai Nrsimha Jaya Jai Nrsimha Dev Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Hey Jaya Jai Nrsimha Dev Namaste Narasimhaya. Bolo Namaste Narasimhaya. There they are. Praladalana Dayine Hiranya Kashipo Vakshaha Hiranya Shilata Kala Kala Day Day You don't sing hard but I don't sing hard Adoya Doyami Tadona Singha Boy and sing on in I and sing oh Nashinga Madim Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamala Varena Kama Bhuta Sringa Dalita Hiranya Kachipo Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Nanari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Jaya Jagadisha Jagadichare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody. Momo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radhe Shyam, Krishna Balaram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Narasimha Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Narasimha Jaya Narahari Narahari Jaya Narahari. Whoa, Singha Singha Jaya Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jai Bhakta Prahlad Jai Vaishnava Thakur Hari Bol Jai Prahlad Nityananda Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Srila Prabhupada. Bolo, bolo, bolo. Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Ho Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Bolo, bolo, bolo. Hey. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Prabhupada. Bola, 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 bola. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Guru Deva. Bola, 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 Hari Hari bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Singhadev Bhagavan, Hari Bol. Hari Hari. Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Haribo. Wow! Nityananda Gaura Haribo, Gaura Haribo, Gaura Haribo, Gaura Haribo. Gaur Premanande Haribo.
Anybody is yet to make the flower offering? come ahead. Starting from here. Come ahead, come ahead. Do you want to sit on this? The mic, just like this.
No, in this stand. Yeah.
Door, please come inside. Now sit inside. Comfortably, we have this Parivida Prabhu with us. The Prabhupada disciple in Amsterdam. Now, Karankinat Prabhu, they will be doing a dramatic reading of Salah, the first story now, before which, or after which, Parivida Prabhu will give the selection. That's Hare. Let us welcome them by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Yeah, but I need to start.
Continue chanting is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Where are you sitting with you?
I don't know yet.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, chanting should go on instead of meetings, resolution, revolutions, and then no solutions. There should be chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Sound check, one second. Can you also go all to the back because you always or to the front? Because there's always people coming later and then if you can don't sit there so that people can answer and so move forward. Move forward. Okay. So that people who come later they can sit behind you. Okay, what's the name? Mahamah is Sean there, yes?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Even gewoon praten. Hoe zet je je? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
Lord, Divanande.
Hare 6:45.
Hare, you mic here. Hare Krishna to stop. No? Hare Krishna. As loud as them. Doshan or
Vivek.
is he on? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Dat only mouth. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Before we start, so we're doing a dramatic reading. Ati Manjari will be the narrator. Chitralekha will be Prahlad, Brahma, and then Deva. But Lord Nrsimhadev didn't appear, so I have to read and Hiranyakashipu and Lord Nrsimhadev. So I hope you understand who is speaking. Hare Krishna.
Once, Satya Yuga, thousands of centuries ago, there lived a demoniac man by the name of Hiranyakashipu, who wanted to be unconquerable and free from old age and to be the emperor of the entire universe. Therefore, he began performing austerities. Extremely disturbed because of Hiranyakashipu's severe penances, all the demigods left their planets and went to
Emanating from Hiranyakashipu's head. As a result of his severe austerities, we have left our planets and have come to you. Take it from kindly stop these disturbances before all your obedient subjects are annihilated.
Lord Brahma, accompanied by great sages, immediately started for the place where Hiranyakashipu was performing his penances. At first, he couldn't see anyone, for Hiranyakashipu's body was covered by grass and bamboo sticks. Then Lord Brahma spoke to him, resembling a cloud-covered sun, eating the entire world by his austerities.
Oh, son of Kashyapamuni, get up, all good fortune unto you. I've been very much astonished to see your endurance. In spite of being eaten and bitten by all worms and ants, you are keeping your live air circulating within your bones. No one previously could perform such severe austerities to sustain his life without even drinking water for 100 celestial years. For this reason, I am now prepared to give you all benedictions according to your desire. Your audience with me will not go in vain.
Then Lord Brahma sprinkled water from his water pot upon Hiranyakashipu's body. As soon sprinkled with the water, Hiranyakashipu arose, endowed with a full body, with limbs so strong that they could bear the striking of a thunderbolt. With physical strength and bodily luster resembling molten gold, he emerged from the anthill a complete young man. Extremely pleased, Hiranyakashipu offered himself to Lord Brahma.
Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord within this universe. O best of the givers of benediction, if you will kindly grant me what I desire, please let me not meet death from any living entities created by you. Grant me that I not die within or outside any residence during the daytime or at night, nor on the ground or in the sky.
Granted.
Grant me that I won't be killed by any weapon or by any human being or animal. Grant me further that I not be killed by any demigod or demon or by any great snake from the lower planets. Give me sole lordship over all the living entities and presiding deities and all the mystic powers attained by long austerities and by the practice of yoga.
Hiranyakashipu, these benedictions for which you have asked are very difficult to obtain for most men. Nonetheless, Mao, my son, I shall grant them to you.
Being worshipped by Hiranyakashipu and praised by great sages, Lord Brahma departed. The demon, having thus been blessed by Lord Brahma and having acquired a lustrous golden body, continued to remember the death of his brother and his enmity towards Lord Vishnu. He became the conqueror of the entire universe, fearful and disturbed and unable to find any other shelter. The demigods at last approached Lord Vishnu.
O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O dear Lord, we humbly request for Hiranyakashipu immediately dies, as the disturbance he is creating is too much for us to bear.
O Devas, do not fear. All good fortune to you. I know all about the activities of Hiranyakashipu and shall surely stop them very soon. Please wait patiently until that time.
When the Supreme Personality of Godhead thus reassured all the demigods, they offered their respectful obeisances unto him, and returned, confident that the demon was now practically dead. Hiranyakashipu had 4 wonderful, well-qualified sons, of whom one named Prahlad was the best. Indeed, Prahlad was a reservoir of all transcendental qualities, being an unalloyed devotee of the Lord. Although born in a family of asuras, he himself was not a demon, but a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. Unlike other asuras, he was never envious of Vaishnavas and never agitated when put into danger. From the very beginning of his childhood, he was uninterested in childish playthings. Indeed, he gave them up altogether and remained silent, being fully absorbed in God consciousness. Because of his spiritual advancement, he sometimes cried, sometimes laughed, sometimes sang loudly, and sometimes he began to dance in ecstasy. Sometimes, feeling the touch of the Lord's love, he became jubilant and remained silent, his hair standing on end and tears gliding down his half-closed eyes because of his love for the Lord. His father sent him to Nanda and Amarka, the two sons of Shukracharya, to be educated. Prahlad heard the topics of politics and economics taught by his teachers, but he thought that politics involves considering someone as a friend and someone as an enemy, and thus he did not like it. Once, Hiranyakashipu took Prahlad on his lap.
My dear son, please let me know what you think is the best that you have learned of all the subjects from your teachers.
Oh, best of the asuras. As far as I have learned from my guru, any person who has accepted a temporary body, temporary household life, is certainly embarrassed by society because of having fallen in a dark well where there is no water but only suffering. One should give up his position and go to the forest and take shelter of the supreme personality of God.
Thus is the intelligence of children spoiled by the words of the enemy. My dear teachers, give complete protection to this boy at the Gurukul, so that Vaishnavs who may go there in disguise may not further influence his intelligence.
Servants brought Prahlad back to the Gurukul. His teachers, Santa and Amarka, after hearing what had happened, became very upset.
Dear Prahlad, I'm also the teacher. Dear Prahlad, all peace and good fortune unto you. Now, kindly do not speak lies. Just reply with the truth. All the other boys, they are not like you, for they do not speak in a deviant way. How have you learned these instructions? O best of your family, how has your intelligence been spoiled in this way? Has this pollution of your intelligence been brought about by you or by the enemies? We, your teachers, are very eager to hear about it. So please, tell us the truth, Prahlad.
I offer my obeisances unto the supreme personality of Godhead, whose external energy has diluted the intelligence of man by creating the distinctions of my friend and my enemy. Although I have previously heard of it from authoritative sources, I am now actually experiencing this. Oh, Brahmanas, as iron moves automatically toward a magnet, my consciousness, having been changed by his will, is attracted by Lord Vishnu, and thus I have no independent will.
Oh, please bring me a stick! This Prahlad is damaging our name and fame! He's become like a cinder in the dynasty of the Asuras. And now he needs to be treated by the fourth of the four kinds of political diplomacy. A stick! This rascal has appeared like a thorn in a tree in a forest of sandalwood. To cut down sandalwood trees, an axe is needed, and the wood of the thorn tree is very suitable for the handle of such an axe. Vishnu is the axe for cutting down the sandalwood forest of our family. And this Prahlad is the handle of that axe.
Chastised and threatened Prahlad in various ways, and began teaching him about the paths of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. One day, after Prahlada's mother had personally washed the boy and dressed him nicely with sufficient ornaments, they presented him before his father. Seeing that his child had fallen at his feet to pay his obeisances, Hiranyakashipu seated Prahlad on his lap and began smelling his head.
My dear son, so much time you have heard many, many things from your teachers. Now, please repeat to me whatever you think is the best of all that knowledge.
Hearing, chanting, remembering, serving his lotus feet, offering him respectful worship and prayers, becoming a servant, considering him to be one's best friend, and surrendering everything to him. These 9 processes are accepted as pure emotional service, and one should be understood to be the most learned person who has dedicated his life through one or more of these 9 methods to ship.
Oh, oh, unqualified, most heinous sons of a Brahmin, you teachers! You have disobeyed my order, have taken shelter of the party of my enemies. You have taught this poor boy about Vishnu. What is this nonsense? Uh, uh, oh, enemy of King Indra, your majesty, whatever your son has said was not taught to him by me or by anyone else. It's intrinsic to his nature, and therefore, please, do not unnecessarily accuse us. It's not good to insult a Brahmin in this way. Indeed. Prahlad, you rascal, most fallen of our family. If you have not received this instruction from your teachers, where have you gotten it?
Of their uncontrolled senses, persons too addicted to materialistic life progress towards hellish conditions and repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclinations towards the Lord are never aroused by their own efforts or by the instructions of others.
Blinded by anger, Hiranyakashipu threw Prahlad off his lap.
Take this boy away from me! He deserves to be killed, as he is the killer of my brother. For he has given up his family to engage in the devotional service of the enemy. Kill him!
Hiranyakashipu's demoniac servants, who all had fearful faces, sharp teeth, and reddish coppery beards and hair, began striking the tender parts of Prahlad's body with their tridents. But their weapons had no effects on his body. When all their attempts to kill his son were futile, Hiranyakashipu, being most fearful, began finding other means to kill him. He threw his son beneath the feet of big elephants. He threw him among huge snakes, employed destructive spells, hurled Prahlad from the top of a hill, administered poison, starved him, exposed him to cold, winds, fire, water. He threw heavy stones to crush him, but he found that he could not in any way harm Prahlad.
I have tried many, many means of killing him. But despite all my endeavors, he could not be killed. Indeed, he saved himself by his own powers without being infected at least. He appears to be immortal. Therefore, because of my enmity towards him, I shall surely die. Oh Lord, we know that when you simply move your eyebrows, all the devas of the various planets are most afraid. Without, without the help of any assistant, you have conquered all the three worlds, Your Majesty. Therefore, we do not find any reason for you to be morose and full of anxiety. And until the return of Sukracharya, our father, let us bind him with the ropes of Varuna. Let us bind him, yes, so that he cannot flee. There's no cause of anxiety, Your Majesty. And by the time he is somewhat grown up, he will change in his intelligence.
After hearing these instructions, Hiranyakashipu agreed and requested them to instruct Prahlad in the duty of royalty. When the teachers went home to attend their household affairs, the students of the same age as Prahlad would call him.
Well, we're going to play outside. You wanna come? Oh yes, Prahlad, please come. It will be so much fun.
My dear friends, whose intelligence should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life to perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, who is in everyone's heart as a super soul, is the father of all living entities. You cannot please him by becoming perfect brahmanas, demigods, great sages, or by becoming perfect in etiquette or learning, nor by austerity, nor by charity, sacrifice, kindness, or vows. The Lord is pleased only if one has unflinching, unalloyed devotion to him. Without sincere devotional service, everything is simply. Therefore, my dear friends, please act in such a way that the Supreme Lord, who is beyond the conception of the material knowledge, will be satisfied. Act without enmity and show mercy to all living entities. I received this knowledge, which is based on logic and philosophy, from the great saint Narasimha Muni.
But Prahlad, neither you nor
We know any other teacher than Sanda and Amaka. Dear friend, how was it possible for you to hear from Narada? Yes?
Execute severe austerities. In his absence, the demigods, headed by Indra, made a strong attempt to subdue all the demons in warfare.
Oh.
They became victorious, and Indra arrested my mother. As she was being led away, Narada appeared from the sea and requested Indra to release her.
Oh.
As she was being led away, Narada appeared, and after accepting his instructions, my mother stayed in his care because she was pregnant with me and desired my safety. Narada Muni delivered his instructions both to my mother, who was serving him, and to me, who was in her womb. My mother has forgotten all about these instructions, but I, blessed by Narada, did not. The real problem of life, my friends, is the repetition of birth and death, which is like a wheel rolling up and down, up and down. This wheel, however, completely stops when one is in touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore, my dear friends, immediately begin with meditating upon and worshipping Him, who is the super soul within everyone's heart.
All the sons of the demons appreciated the transcendental instructions of Prahlad Maharaj and took them very seriously and rejected the materialistic instructions given by their teachers. When Hiranyakashipu heard about this, he became extremely angry and he decided to kill Prahlad.
Oh, most impudent, unintelligent disruptor of the family. O lowest of mankind, you are an obstinate fool! That you have violated my power to rule you. Today I shall send you to the place of Yamaraj. You know that when I'm angry, all the planets of the tree worlds tremble, along with the chief rulers. By whose power has a rascal like you become so impudent that you appear fearless and overstep my power to rule you?
The source of my strength, of which you are asking, also the source of yours. Indeed, the original source of all kinds of strength is one. Without him, no one can get any strength, whether moving or not moving, superior or inferior. Everyone, including Lord Brahma, is controlled by the strength of the Supreme Controller, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By his power, he creates this cosmic manifestation, maintains it, and annihilates it. My dear Father, please do not discriminate between enemies and friends. Your mind equipoised towards everyone. Except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no me within this world.
You rascal! You are trying to minimize my value, as if you were better than me in controlling the senses. This is over-intelligent. I therefore understand that you desire to die at my hands. For this kind of nonsensical talk is indulged in by those who are about to die. O most unfortunate one, you've always described a supreme being other than me, who is the controller of everyone and who is all-pervading. But where is he?
He's everywhere, Father.
Is he in here?
Yes, Father.
Is he in there?
Yes, Father.
Then is he in this pillar here?
Yes, Father.
Because you are speaking so much nonsense, I shall now sever your head from your body. Now let me see your most worshipable God come to protect you.
Obsessed with anger, Hiranyakashipu took up his sword, cursing Prahlad again and again, got up from his royal throne, and with great anger struck his fist against the column. Then, from within the pillar, came a fearful sound, which appeared to echo the covering of the universe. The associates of Hiranyakashipu became afraid, as none of them could find the origin of that sound. Then the Lord appeared from the pillar in a form never before seen, just to prove that the statement of his servant, Allah, is true.
What is this creature that is half man, half lion?
His form was extremely fearsome because of his angry eyes, which resembled molten gold, his shining mane, which expanded the dimensions of his fearful face, his deadly teeth, and razor-sharp tongue, which moved about like a dueling sword. His ears were erect, motionless, and his nostrils and gaping mouth appeared like caves of a mountain. His jaws parted fiercely, and his entire body touched the sky. His neck was very short and thick, his chest broad, his waist thin, and the hairs on his body as white as the rays of the moon. His arms, which resembled flanks of soldiers, spread in all directions.
Vishnu. who possesses great mystic powers, has made this plan to kill me. But what is the use of such an attempt? Who can fight with me? Ah!
Talking like this and taking up his club, Hiranyakashipu attacked the Lord. When Hiranyakashipu attacked the effulgent Lord, Hiranyakashipu became invisible. Thereafter, the great demon, who was extremely angry, swiftly attacked Narasimha with his club and began to beat him. Lord Narasimha captured the great demon along with his club, just as Garuda had captured the great snake. When Lord Narasimha gave Hiranyakashipu a chance to slip from his hand, just as Garuda sometimes plays with the snake and let it slip from his mouth, the demigods who had lost their abodes were hiding behind the clouds for fear of the demon, became very perturbed. Hiranyakashipu was freed from the hands of Narasimha. He falsely thought that the Lord was afraid of his prowess. Therefore, after taking a little rest from the fight, he took up his sword and shield and attacked again the Lord with great force. Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was extremely strong and powerful, captured Hiranyakashipu, who was protecting himself with his sword and shield, leaving no gaps open. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs here, there, and all around, very much afflicted at being, Lord Narasimha placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs, and in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with the nails of his hand. Lord Narasimha's mouth and mane were sprinkled with drops of blood, and his fierce eyes were impossible to look at. Licking the edge of his mouth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead garlanded himself the intestines taken from Hiranyakashipu's body. Then, after uprooting the demon's heart, he threw his body aside and turned towards Hiranyakashipu's soldiers, who had come in thousands to fight with raised weapons. But Lord Narasimha killed all of them, merely with the end of his nail. Very, very angry at finding no contestant to face his power, he sat down in the assembly hall on Hiranyakashipu's throne. Because of fear and obedience, no one could come forward to serve the Lord directly. The wives of the demigods showered flowers from heaven on him, while the airplanes of the demigods who desired to see the activities of the Supreme Lord crowded the sky. All of them, headed by Lord Brahma, approached the Lord, their hands folded at their heads, but they dare not come forward before the Lord.
My Lord, you are unlimited and you possess unending potencies. No one can calculate your prowess, for your actions are never polluted by materiality. Though the material qualities, you very easily create the universe, maintain it, and again relate it. Yet you remain the same. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
O Supreme Lord, you are our deliverer and protector. Our shares of sacrifices, which are actually yours, have been recovered by you. By your presence, the gloom and darkness in our hearts have been dissipated. O Lord, those who are always engaged in your services, which is more exalted liberation, do not care about Kam, Arjun, and Dharma.
After the prayer of Brahma, Shiva, Indra, and other demigods and great sages, Lakshmiji, the goddess of fortune, was requested to go before the Lord by all present, who, because of fear, could not do so. But even she had never seen such a wonderful and extraordinary form of the Lord, and she could not approach him.
My dear Prahlad, Lord Narasimha is extremely angry at your demoniac father. Please, please, go forward and appease him.
When Lord Narasimha saw the small boy prostrated at the soles of his lotus feet, he became most ecstatic in affection towards his devotee. Raising Prahlada the Lord placed his lotus hand upon the boy's head. The touch of Lord Narasimha's hand, Prahlad Maharaj was completely freed of all material contamination. At once, he became transcendentally situated, and all the symptoms of ecstasy became manifest in his body. His heart filled with love, and his eyes with tears. His mind and sight were fixed upon Lord Narasimha with full attention and full trust.
How is it possible for me, who have been born in a family of asuras, to offer suitable prayers to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Even all the demigods, headed by Lord, and all the saintly persons could not satisfy you by streams of excellent words. What about me? As I'm not at all qualified. I possess wealth, an aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, strength and diligence, intelligence and mystical power. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. The Supreme Lord is always fully satisfied in himself, and therefore, when something is offered to him, the offering is for the benefit of the devotee. My dear Lord, please cease your anger now that my father has been killed. I am not afraid of your ferocious mouth and your tongue, your eyes bright like the sun, or your frowning eyebrows. I do not fear your sharp, pinching teeth, your garment of intestines, your mane soaked with blood, or your high, wedge-like ears. Nor do I fear your tumultuous roaring, or your nails, which are meant to kill your enemies. O most powerful Lord, insurmountable Lord, who is kind to the fallen souls, when will that moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the ultimate goal for liberation of conditional life? My dear Lord, people in general want to be elevated to the heavenly planets, but I have seen that my father was angry. When my father was angry, the demigods were immediately afraid. Yet, my father, who was so has now been vanquished by you. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, because without offering prayers, dedicating the results of one's activities, worshipping you, working on your behalf, and always remembering your lotus feet, hearing about your glory, who can achieve that which is meant for the Paramahamsas?
Ah, my dear Prahlad, most gentle one, best of the family of the Asuras, all good fortune unto you. I am very much pleased with you. I fulfill the desires of all living beings, and therefore you may ask from me any benediction that you desire to be fulfilled.
Best of the giver's benedictions. One who desires some material benefit in exchange for devotional service cannot be more pure devotee, as he is no better than a merchant who wants to profit in exchange for service. If you at all want to bestow a benediction upon me, then I pray from your lordship, within the core of my heart, there be no material desires.
Dear Prahlad, a devotee like you never desires any kind of material opulences either in this life or in the next. Nonetheless, I order you to enjoy the opulences of the demons in this material world, acting as their king until the end of the duration of time occupied by Manu. It does not matter that you are in the material world. You should always, continuously hear the instructions and messages given by me and always be absorbed in thoughts of me. For I am the Supersoul, existing in the core of everyone's heart. Therefore, give up fruitive activities and worship me. One who always remembers your activities and my activities also, and who chants the prayers you have offered, becomes free in due course of time from the reactions of material activities.
Oh, Supreme Lord, because you are so merciful to the fallen souls, I ask you for only one benediction. I know that my father at the time had already been purified by your glance upon him. But because of his ignorance of your beautiful power and supremacy, he was unnecessarily angry at you, falsely thinking that you were the killer of his brother. And thus, he directly blasphemed your lordship and committed sinful activities directed against me, your devotee. I wish that he may be excused for these sinful activities, my lord.
My dear God, O most pure, O great saintly person, your father has been purified along with 21 forefathers in your family because you were born in that family. The entire dynasty have been purified. Wherever and whoever there's peaceful devotees who are well behaved and decorated with all good qualities, that place and all the dynasties, even if condemned, are purified. Those who follow your example will naturally become my pure devotees. You are the best example of my devotee, and others should follow in your footsteps.
Ordered, Prahlad Maharaj performed the ritualistic ceremony for his father, and was enthroned in the former kingdom of his father.
O Supreme Lord of all lords, provider of the entire universe, O giver of benedictions to all living entities, original person, because of your good fortune, now you have now killed this sinful demon who is trouble to the entire universe. My dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are the Supreme Soul. If one meditates on your transcendental body, your natural protecting from all sources of fear, even the imminent danger of death.
My dear Lord Brahma, O great Lord, born from the lotus flower, just as it is dangerous to feed milk to a snake, so it is dangerous to give benedictions to demons who are by nature jealous, ferocious. I warn you not to give any more benedictions to any demon again.
Being worshipped by Brahma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is not visible to an ordinary human being, disappeared from that place. Anyone who, with great attention, hears this narration concerning these of Prahlad Maharaj, the killing of Hiranyakashipu, and the activities of the Supreme Personality of God on Narasimha, surely reaches the spirit world where there is no anxiety.
For Narasimha ki
Srila Prabhupada, by whose mercy we have all gathered here together, be able to hear these wonderful activities of the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Ki! Hare Krishna.
Praise Parvita Prabhu ki
Hare Krishna. And all the others. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So you're going to speak a little, and everyone please sit down here. You can join me in saying something if you feel like it. So the Lord, he likes to dance with the gopis, but occasionally he likes to fight, to have a good fight. But he doesn't have a fight with any normal demons. All the demons who appear in his Leela, they're all also devotees. Like, you know, Jai and Vijay, they became Hiranyakashipu, and thank you very much. Like that. So, the pastimes of the Lord are always wonderful, and the Lord wants to enjoy. So sometimes he likes to dance, and sometimes he likes to have a good fight. And so that's devotees. We have an attraction to a certain incarnation of the Lord. Most devotees in the Hare Krishna movement are devotees of Krishna. But there are also devotees who are devotees of Lord Nrsimhadev and who aspire to take birth again where he is performing his pastimes. Or to Lord Ramachandra, like that. There's nothing wrong it's a natural, if there's a natural attraction of you to any of the incarnations, as long as it's the Lord, then it's the perfection of your life. You don't need to be ashamed or say, worried, oh no, I'm not a devotee of Krishna, I'm more attracted to Lord Balaram or to Lord Ramachandra, like that. You see? And you can serve the Lord in different capacities. You know, like you can fight for him, you can play music for him, you can dance with him, you can sing for him, you can cook for him, you can cradle him. Anything what you desire, when you become purer and purer, in your heart you will know who we are. So Srila Prabhupada wrote a few things here. I will read them, but my glasses are, I'm trying to read also. Let's see if that works. That's why I forgot my glasses. That's why I had to. Is this on? Yeah, a little soft, you say? Anyway, a few things about Prabhupada here. When one's eyes are anointed with the ointment, which is applied to the eyes for clear vision, so when the ointment of love of Godhead will be applied in our eyes, then with these eyes we shall be able to see God. That's from a lecture on the Nrsimhadev Chaturdashi. And here it says, when one is engaged in devotional service, he is often surrounded by envious people. And often many people enemies come to try to defeat him or stop him. This is not new in the present age, for even in the days of yore, Prahlad Maharaj, who was engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, was harassed by his demonic father Hiranyakashipu. The atheists are always prepared to harass a devotee. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suggested then that one should be very tolerant of these people. Nonetheless, one has to continue chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and preaching the chanting of the mantra, because such preaching and chanting constitute the perfection of life. And here a bit from a purport about Prahlad Maharaj again. Prahlad Maharaj could have asked Nrsimhadev, my Lord, do not kill my father. He could have asked, and immediately his request would have been granted. But he did not do that. He was standing and seeing. But he knows that this killing of the body of my father is not killing. I shall save him. I shall save him. And that he did. When he was offered benediction, he did not take anything. He said, my Lord, what shall I do? All this material benediction. I've seen in the case of my father, he was so strong that even the demigods were frightened for his presence. His position was so strong, and you finished it within a minute. So what is the benefit of taking? No, no, please do not request me. But although he did not ask anything for his personal self, he asked the Lord, prayed, one thing I request. And what is that? My father was a great demon, and he was against you. He has committed so many sinful lives. I request you to accuse him. This is a Vaisnav son. Oh yes, immediately, immediately. So he knew that. What is this of asking for these material things? My father is not this body, but he has to suffer so many things for his sinful activities. I shall save him in due course of time. So, in devotional service, in the beginning, when we come here for the first time, and we first time chant Hare Krishna, we all very, very attentive. Yes, we don't check our while we're chanting our rounds on our phone or look at something else. We go Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So when you've been chanting for many years, sometimes it goes Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What shall I do today? Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. What's for prasadam shall I cook? Hare Krishna. Oh no, I have to do this. So all these, the mind, all the time thoughts come in. So you have to Hare Krishna. As soon as something wants Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Focus your mind. Try to keep this enthusiasm and this focus which you have as a young devotee. So the tendency of us is to become, what is it, placement? Complacent and to take it for granted. In the beginning, you're hearing the lectures like this. You soak it all up. It's all new and interesting. And then, oh yes, I know that, I know that, I know that. And then you start picking up your phone again and doing all kinds of things and like that. So the only advice I can give you, or my best advice, I think, is to keep this enthusiasm and eagerness which you have when you first came in contact with Krishna consciousness. And if you keep this, then your devotion don't become stale or boring. It has to be ever increasing. So if you want to become a first-class materialist, uh, then look at those who are expert in how they became rich or beautiful or strong, and you follow in their footsteps. So in the same way, you follow in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada if you want to find out how to become a pure devotee. So Srila Prabhupada was always chanting. And so, for instance, I see nowadays it's a fire sacrifice, right? And when there's waiting, there's nothing happening. But the Prabhupada always, Hare Krishna, always chanting. At the same time, till he starts speaking, people chanting japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. What are the rules and regulations? Yeah, your name will be Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Who's next? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Always chanting, chanting. And you always keep in contact with the Lord. And then you have a covering around you of safety. Because you're in touch with the Lord, and then even if you're nobody, you are somebody. Anyone else wants to say something, Ratimajari? Do you want to speak in this one? Because it's nicer.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Good advice. Um, yeah, I wanted to say something about the Lord Nrsingadev. He didn't just come for Prahlad. He was short time there, and then he so-called disappeared. But actually, in ISKCON, we are worshiping Lord Nrsingadev on the altar, and some of you may have already heard these stories. There are many miracles of Lord Nrsingadev taking personally care of devotees. There's a nice book that I don't know the title. It's a small book with Lord Nrsingadev from this in Mayapurdam. What does someone know the title? Yeah, Miracles of Lord Nrsingadev. Yeah, it's very, very nice too. It's not very thick, but yeah, this amazing stories. It's really nice to hear, and it strengthens our faith to hear that the Lord is actually present, because of course He's in our heart as a super soul, and He can also, yeah, come out. He can. He's there's the deity. There was this story of the pujari, um, yeah, who was doubting about something, and the Lord Nrsingadev actually sat on his bed and at night he woke up and Lord Nrsimhadev was sitting on his bed and he was like, huh? What? Yeah, we can read it. Yeah. Can you find it? Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing, amazing story. Really, like, my God, he was like, "Ah, I'm not a good devotee, this and that. And Lord Nrsimhadev, and she'll find it. And maybe how many of you also feel that Lord Nrsimhadev did something special for you at some point? You don't have to say it. But see, some hands are going up. Yes, very nice, very nice. Yeah, personally, I want to thank Lord Nrsimhadev for on Wednesday, December 17, I think, last year. I believe he really saved my life because I was like rushing, going from this appointment to that appointment, and I came on the Wetering circuit. You know, that's a square. It's very dangerous square, but I was not paying attention, and I'm still thinking that I'm a young spirit soul, and I'm very fast, but I'm not so fast anymore. So there was a tram coming, and it was actually I wasn't looking. I didn't see it. And I suddenly I saw the tram. I thought, oh my God, a Shingadave! And then I just somehow I made it over the tram rails. After that, I thought, oh my God, this is how it can happen. Huh? Suddenly it's finished, but not yet. I'm still here. So thank you so much. Yes, because, yeah, without him, where would we be? So just wanted to share that and thank him.
So, yeah, ze kan aan. Janaki not. So, the deity, there's a story of Sakshi Gopal. Sakshi means witness. And the deity, he is not metal or stone. It's actually the Lord. And he reciprocates according to how you reciprocate with him. So if you treat him as a person, he will acknowledge that. And if you just do your, without being conscious of it, that he is comfortable, that everything like that, that there's no pin sticking in him like that. So the more personal you are, the more he will reciprocate and be, like that. And sometimes, the Lord actually speaks or comes in a dream to the Lord, to his devotee, or speaks to him, or looks at him. And sometimes you don't even have to be a pure devotee to that he comes to you. There's a story about Lord Nrsingadev in Mayapur, and one Mataji who never really attended morning programs. She was standing in front of Lord Nrsingadev, and Lord Nrsingadev said, "I want my eyes back." And uh, she was wondering, where it comes from. Then she realized it was from Lord Nrsingadev. So Lord Nrsingadev, when he was installed, he had red eyes, but then they changed it at one time to yellow eyes. So she told the Pujari, "Well, I had this dream that," and the Lord said he wants his eyes back. So immediately the head Pujari, took it as an instruction of Paramatma in the heart of that devotee. Although, in his eyes she might be, one of the congregation. And he took that advice and replaced the eyes. So, Janaki Prabhu, do you want to say something?
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvase Sunyavadi Paskacha Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitananda Sri Advaita Kadhara Shri Vasidi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Yes, I have two little things, if it's allowed. So there is one book. It's called, or there's a story told by the Acharya that acharyas called the greed of the Lord. So Lord Vishnu has this greed, he has this strength, it's six opulences, and he has the greed to fight. So he fought with, we hear the story with Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So then the next incarnation is then Nrsimhadev. So Nrsimhadev has also some greed. And I want to ask the devotees, is there anyone who can guess what kind of greed Nrsimhadev has? Because there's a following up. The next incarnation fulfills that greed, but Nrsimhadev couldn't get. So I almost stole it. Has anybody an idea? Lord Ram is the next one, yes. And the next one is Krishna, and the next one is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that greed, what Nrsimhadev has, is called Vatsalya. He came out of a pillar. He had no parents. And Prahlad on his lap, we hear that story, Prahlad on his lap had this rasa with his father, with Nrsimhadev, as father and son. But Nrsimhadev, feeling that from Prahlad, did not have that feeling as a father. So the next incarnation, all next incarnations come after Nrsimhadev, Ramachandra, Krishna, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They all have father and mother. And then there is also, but we will not tell the whole story, there's also some greed and some laulyam in Krishna, and there's also some laulyam in Ramachandra. And all this greed, all this desire of the Lord is fulfilled in the incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that's one thing. And I did a class on that just last Sunday. It took me 1.5 hours. I don't think it's allowed here in Amsterdam, but maybe we can do that. So then the next thing is that about experiencing the protection of Nrsimhadev. One time I was living in Suriname for many years, and there was one time we were going on a Harinam with only 3 people and a small child. 2 old persons, I'm old now myself, they were old as I am now, and they were a little bit, and I was playing the madanga, and they had this wheelchair with a little child in there. We were going on Hare Krishna, and Paramaribo, South America. And then we reached the point is near the market. There was always some dubious persons hanging around. And there was this particular fellow with long hair and wild eyes and dirty clothes who was picking and standing in front of us, came in a little bit distance. We were standing there playing, and I saw him picking up a big stone from the street like this and take it up and put it above his head. He was looking at me and he was looking at the others, and he came walking slow like a crazy fellow with rolling eyes on us. And I look at the others, what can I do? I cannot do anything. I'm with 2 old people and a small child. So I said, let's chant Nrsimhadev prayers. Namaste Narasimhaya. We chanted. And then suddenly I saw his face changing. And he was hearing, he listened, he heard me singing. We singing, we were with the 3 of us. And he put down, like he was confused, put down the stone, came up, turned around, walk away. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai.
You want to say, read it?
I can try and recite it from memory. I think it's paraphrased, but the story it's one of the stories of the book that Rati Manchari was mentioning. So there was this pujari. I think he was rather new in the temple of Mayapur, and he was worshipping the Ugra Viram form, of Nrsimhadev, and it's quite strict, the rules that you and the things you have to follow. So he was afraid that, oh no, if I'm going to do something wrong, then I'm going to be punished quite severely for this. So he's always fearful at heart and praying and this and that. And so one evening, he was laying in his bed, and oh no, and he was doing the arti, and he heard a big sound, like also like a roar coming from the altar, and then he was even more fearful and thought, oh no, now I really messed up. So he went to his bed and praying, and then he went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, he woke up by some rumbling, of the bed, And he thought, oh, it's just my roommate that is, going to the toilet. So he didn't think of it much. And then again, oh, the whole bed did like this. So he opens his eyes and boom, there's Narasimha Dev in front of him, real, live Narasimha Dev. So he was like shocked, he was terrified. And Lord Narasimha Dev,
Standing or sitting?
I think sitting on his bed. Yeah. And he couldn't say anything. And Lord Narasimhadev puts his hand on his, or claw on his shoulder. And he said, "You should not be afraid. I'm your friend," he said. "Don't be afraid anymore." And then he passed out. Because he thought it's like the weight of the universe. He felt it's like the weight of the universe on my shoulders. So he passed out. When he woke up, he was still fearful a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, Nashimane." So he ran out of his room into the temple and full obeisances in front of the altar. And then he felt a little bit more peaceful at heart. So he's walking slowly back to his room, and everyone was and everyone was watching, was looking at him, like with weird faces. And what happened? Why did they look at him like that? Because he was still in his underwear. So he was so afraid that he would just walk in his underwear. And he had, when he woke up, 3 big scars here on his shoulder. And he still has it right now. So that was from Lord Nishimade.
There's one thing I like to add maybe, because it's Ugra Nishinga we worship in Mayapur, but it's actually mentioned in the Sastras that the deity takes the mood of the Dham. So the Dham is Mayapur Dham, is merciful Dham, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Dham. So we don't have to be afraid of Nishingadev, Nishingadev ki.
Srisha? Yeah, I can keep it short because we have heard all these very nice stories about Lord Nishingadeo. Also in our scriptures, there are a lot of stories, a lot of teachings from Lord Nishingadeo. I remember Srila Prabhupada once said that we should not be afraid for inauspicious things because Krishna, Lord Nishingadeo, Lord Jagannath, they will all protect us always. But despite that, we know that, but do we really feel that if something bad is going to happen, or we feel that something is going to happen? Do we really feel that Krishna, Nrsimhadev, will save us? Or will we still try to prevent this calamity from happening by our own endeavors? Of course, we always should use our brain power when we feel something is going to happen. But we heard now these very nice stories that are really meant to convince us also that Lord Nrsimhadev will always be there for us to help us whenever whatever will happen. To have that trust, to really feel like that Lord Nrsimhadev is real. It is not like a comic character or some mythology. People are thinking that it is just symbolism, or it's just something that people in the past believed in, just made it up. It is not. It is real. And that is the mood in which we should always approach if something is going to happen. Krishna will help us. Nrsimhadev will help us. Because in the end, everything depends on Krishna and he will take care of anything. Nrsimhadev ki jai.
At the Bhaktivedanta Manor, in the temple room, there's a big picture of Lord Nrsimhadev killing with Hiranyakashipu on his lap. So when new people come, they go like, what is this? So then we have to explain why the Lord appeared in this form, because normally the Lord is very, like Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, Lord Balaram, Buddha, Vamana, they're all very beautiful and handsome. And this is so ferocious and it looks like, blood all over. Why? And that is because of Brahma. He gave all these boons to Hiranyakashipu. He couldn't be killed inside the house, outside the house, by any weapon, not by any human, not by any demon, nor in the daytime, nor at night. So that's why he got killed at dusk time. That's why we celebrate his appearance when it's dusk. And he wasn't killed. He was killed just by the nails. That's why he needed nails. And he was half man, half animal. And and not inside or outside. It was on the veranda, on the pillar there, right in the middle. So because Hiranyakashipu was so clever, also maybe the Lord within his heart told him to all these things, because remembrance and forgetfulness comes from the Lord. It's like that. So yeah, you most probably everyone, some of you are aware of it, or some of you not. That sometimes you have an idea, or and but that idea comes sometimes often from the Lord within. He's trying to help you, to instruct you how to be, what not to do or what to do. And so Lord Singhadev appeared just in order uh, to fulfill, not to break the promise of Lord Brahma, like that. But it's all pastimes, but the Lord, is like that. And although then even Hiranyakashipu, all these words are, I say that, are instructed from within to ask by the Lord, because he's actually already looking like that. So like that. So the pastimes of the Lord are wonderful. And if you observe, especially these festival days, then you will make lots of spiritual advancement. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Bol. Uh, Hare Krishna. So my question is, what is the program now? Nilambar Prabhu, what shall we do now? Kirtan or Arti or small kirtan? Another drama? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Also, what? Huh? It's my 3 minutes. I also have a song, one song, which is 3 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Krishna. Haribol. Shanti, auntie, children. So I'm going to sing a song with video backgrounds about Prahlad Maharaj. It lasts only 3 minutes, so please keep the children quiet, please. Thank you. Can you close the curtains there? Lokomata, kan je dat gordijn dicht doen? Nee, die kant. Dat andere gordijn. Okay. Sit down, please. Hare Krishna, kan even stil alsjeblieft. Can you close the curtain? Thank you. There you go. Sorry, even opnieuw. Okay. Can you even can you stand in front of the door so that people don't come in and out? Just for 3 minutes. Thank you. Okay. Please watch this video. You don't have to look at me. There was a boy, a very young and chanting boy, who wasn't into fights, games and toys like most other boys. Always absorbed in his sweet Lord. So advanced was he. Something wrong? His father dear, who wished him ill and tried to kill his saintly son, by various means, various schemes, just because he had said the greater thing he had learned is to love the Lord and be loved in return. Narayan, 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 Narayan. Narayan. The greatest thing he had learned is to love the Lord and be loved by him in return. Prahlad Maharaj ki, Lord Singade Bhagavan Ki. So I want to show you two pictures of Lord Nrsimhadev in Singhachalam. Let me see. So here you can see a picture of Lord Nrsimhadev, and he's covered. No, is that what? Yeah, 1 second. Is this the one? Yeah, he's covered in sandesh. His outfit is sandesh, milk sweets, everything. You see it? Can you see it? Okay. And then another picture of last year, the Nrsimhadev Appearance Day. One. Let me see. Can you see? It's beautiful. So Lord Nrsimhadev in Singhachalam. It's a 4-day festival, and I would all, it's suggest to you to go there one day. It is amazing. There's lots of jakyas, fire sacrifices, dramas, 6 sannyasis visiting. Lord Nrsimhadev ki jai. Hare Krishna. So now we watch a drama. Do you need a mic? Let's give them an applause.
Yes, Haribo. Now we can see the drama. Wait. Where are you taking Krishna? Prabhuji, I give you my address, you post it directly.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Prabhupada ki
Hare.
Did this happen?
I'm
Can you
shocked
guess?
to see.
Can you guess the Leela, the chapter episode? Good. This is a drama. We're going to do a short drama. It's 12 minutes long. But with this, can you guess what the drama is? Okay. I can take a hint.
Are you a woman or a man?
Are
you sure?
No one has this.
No.
This woman cannot have this.
It wasn't clear. Mangal.
No. It is hint. Seventh. Okay, Haribol. Can we have silence here? It is from the 7th canto of Bhagavatam. Have you read it recently? Yeah. Which is the 7th canto?
Thanks of God.
Science of what? Haribol. It is the canto of Narasimha Chaturdashi story. And after that, so actually the way that this drama happened, I thought this drama happening until last night. I learned at 12:30 a.m. yesterday that actually today that there is no drama, so I thought that there should be something. It would not be to not have a drama. So then this drama came together. So because it happened so quickly, it's a really short drama, just 10 minutes. It's not even a drama, it's just a skit, just a conversation. But it is from one chapter that happened after Narasimha appeared, and after the episode of Narasimha. It is the episode of Prahlad Maharaj going to a man who gives him about he gives him knowledge about the spiritual masters.
Oh, the wise man.
The wise man. Yes.
Oh, Hariko.
The Brahmin.
I love this one.
The bee and the.
I only know the conversation he had with
Yes.
about.
He told about two animals, right? The two animals.
You tell the story.
Okay. He told about, they gave the example of two animals to learn from them as spiritual masters, and one is the bee and the other is the python.
Oh yeah.
So this drama is called the bee and the python.
Oh, what's it even?
Haribol.
Haribol.
The bee and the python. Okay. Before I play this drama, so it is about detachment, the lesson.
Yes.
So what I want to do is to play a short prayer as we do. It is the Mukunda Mala Stotram. It's Srila Prabhupada. It is beautifully overlaid with music by Ilan Chester. So he has created this and it's very beautiful. So what I want is, before we begin, if everyone can join your hands and you can close your eyes, and while you listen to this short meditation, about a minute long, I want you to think about the renunciation, anything that reminds you of renunciation of Srila Prabhupada. And I want you to meditate on that, on the renunciation of Srila Prabhupada and the beauty of it. Okay? So please join your hands and close your eyes, and I will play this short prayer. Okay?
Krishna Pradiyapam Kajapanyarantam Advaita Vishatume Manajarajahansam Prana Prana Samaye Abhavata Pitu Kanavavidhanidu Smaranam Vidasti Krishna Pradiyapam Kajapanyarantam Advaita Vishatume Manajarajahansam Prana Prana Samai Kabhata Vitau Kanvavarodhana Vidhau Smaranam Kudaste.
Prahlad Maharaj, the dearmost senator of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, once went out, touring the universe, to study the nature of saintly persons. Thus he arrived at the bank of river Kaveri. There he found a great saintly person who was lying on the ground, covered with dirt and dust, but who was deeply spiritually advanced.
Pranam Ramandev. My name is Prahlad. O Brahmana, fully in knowledge of transcendence, you have nothing to do, and therefore you are lying down. You have no money for sense enjoyment. How then has your body become so fat? Your honor appears learned, expert, and intelligent in every way. the circumstances, if you do not consider my question impudent, kindly explain how this has happened.
O Prahlad Maharaj, best of the Asuras who are recognized by civilized men, you are aware of the different stages of life because of your inherent transcendental eyes with which you can see a man's character and thus know things clearly as they are. Narayan is predominant in the core of your heart because you are pure devotee. My dear King, you have asked me some questions, which I will try to answer to the best of my ability, according to what I have learned by hearing from authorities. I must answer your questions, for it is truly I who will benefit by speaking to a great person like you. Because of insatiable material desires, I was being carried away by the waves of the laws of material nature, struggling for existence in so many forms of life. In the course of my journey, I have received this human form, which can take me up to the heavenly planets, down to the lower species. It may give me rebirth among humans again, or it may take me to liberation. In this human form of life, men and women come together in sexual union. But who has ever found happiness in such engagement? No one. Therefore, seeing reality, I have abandoned all material activities. The actual form of life for the living entity is one of spiritual happiness. This happiness can be achieved only when one goes beyond the imaginary material sense enjoyment. Having ceased all such activities, I am lying here comfortably, free from all anxiety. The conditioned soul has forgotten his original self-interest because of identifying himself with the material body. Just as an ignorant deer cannot see the water in a well covered by grass and keeps searching everywhere, the conditioned soul covered by ignorance does not see happiness that lies within himself, but chases after the happiness of this world. The living entity tries to achieve happiness and rid himself of distress, but being in the grip of material nature, all his plans are baffled. And even if he succeeds, he is still subject to birth, death, old age, disease, and karma. I have seen how a rich man suffers insomnia due to his fear of everyone around him, his fear of inevitable time, and his fear even of his own self. And all his wealth is not enough to earn him a single good night's sleep. It is desire for prestige and wealth that is the original cause of this misery. In this regard, there are two excellent spiritual masters, the bee and the python. This bumblebee Look how hard he works to accumulate all this honey in his beehive, and yet beekeeper comes and takes it away, leaving him with nothing. From this bumblebee, I learned to be unattached to accumulation of wealth. And the python. Look how patiently it lies, waiting for food to come his way. From the python, I learned patience and detachment from endeavor. If I do not get anything to eat, I am down here, meditating in this way for many days. Sometimes I eat a small quantity of food, and sometimes a great quantity. Sometimes the food is palatable, and sometimes it is stale. Sometimes it is offered respectfully, and sometimes given neglectfully. Sometimes during the day, and sometimes during the night. In this way, I do not endeavor to get anything, but am satisfied with what comes of its own accord. I cover my body with whatever is available to me, linen or deer skin, according to my destiny. Sometimes I sleep on the surface of the earth, sometimes on a pile of ash, and sometimes, by the will of others, in a palace on a first-class bed with soft pillows. Oh my Lord, sometimes I bathe myself nicely, smear sandalwood powder all over my body, put on a flower garden, and dress in fine garments. Then I travel like a king on the back of an elephant, or on a chariot, or a horse. Sometimes, however, I travel naked, like a person haunted by a ghost. I do not blaspheme anyone, nor do I praise them. I only desire the welfare of all, hoping that they will agree to be one with the Super Soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. The mental compulsion of discrimination between good and bad should be accepted as one unit and then invested in the mind, which should then be invested in the false ego. The false ego should be invested in the total material energy. This is the process of fighting false discrimination. A thoughtful person must realize that this material existence is illusion. A self-realized person who has actually seen the truth should retire from all material activities, being situated in the pure self. O Prahlad Maharaj, you are certainly such a fearless soul and a devotee of the Supreme Lord. You do not care for public opinion or so-called scriptures. For this reason, I have described to you without hesitation the history of my self-realization.
You learned that in a day?
Oh yes.
He's very talented.
In a
He's
day?
very
You
blessed.
learned all the text?
No, the talent does not belong to us.
Blessed, you're blessed. Yes.
We are all. Hare Krishna. Yes, so as I said, this one was written like really on a short time. I learned that Rama at 12:30 a.m., then started writing it, done by 4 a.m., then practiced in the morning, and that's pretty much it. It was a very short chapter, and there was not a lot of movement, so fortunately we didn't have to use it. But yeah, hope you enjoy it.
There's also a very nice lecture about from Srila Prabhupada about this chapter. And it goes really into the knowledge. It is amazing. I recommend everybody just find this chapter, a lecture of
Srila Prabhupada. It's also recorded as written. You can find it online. It is amazing. It's very amazing.
It is an amazing chapter.
Yes.
It's very short and
Yeah.
to the point, and it's complete in itself.
Yes.
So, do you have any comments? Anything about the story you would like to hear?
Announcements and
I love to say the examples of what you said about Python and what you learn from that, and how you can learn from any type of creature in the world and any type of quality. So you can kind of follow any type of animal and then say what type of quality they have. You can be as an analogy to learn. I really like it.
That's amazing. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. And that is, we should apply that to all animals, because everyone has some aspect of the all-attractive Supreme Lord, and that's what they're doing. So we should try to see whatever that is, and we should try to, understand who is the Supreme Lord by looking at such animals. That's exactly the point. So thank you. Any other? One more comment, something?
About this lecture, because I missed the question before. It is applying this knowledge also to our personal life. I found it a little bit double meaning, because we are, devotees of ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada, following Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. But the wise man already he actually laid there and let time handle everything. Let Krishna handle everything. But we as devotees, we have to get out there. We have to go book distribution, we have to preach. So there is a difference in how we should perceive what the wise man is saying, because the wise man actually lets everything happen and not be active in everything, because everything is arranged by Krishna. Like the birds get feed, the elephants get feed, it's all natural. But we as devotees, we have to do some active service also. So this is a very important thing.
Did you ask why is this so-called difference or discrimination? Why is this present?
Well, it's not really a discrimination. I think there are different times that the Bhagavatam exists very long. So there have been different times and the different avatars came. So we follow Gauranga Mahaprabhu, of course, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in this time, we have to get out there and be a part of his mission to try also save other souls like we were saved. So actually it becomes a little bit selfish when we think, we do it for our own personal thing only. We have to try to reach as many as possible for the pleasure of Shri Guru.
So this renunciate, this Brahman, is showing the inner state.
Yeah.
The inner state of letting everything happen.
Yeah.
As far as what we are to do, how our body is to act in this world, we take to our heart and soul the instruction of the spiritual master.
Yeah.
And that is coming from the line of Sri Chaitanya, as you said. That's why there's this difference.
Yeah.
Inwardly, we are all like that.
Yes. Yes. Hare Krishna. Beautifully played. Hare Krishna.
It also reminds the story which Krishna to Uddhava in the 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, to Brahmana sage, who is none other than the Avaduta, quoting the examples of 24 gurus who are Earth, the Moon, Python, and everything, about the detachment and how to be wise and peaceful, and they treating them as gurus, how the lessons are to be learned.
Thank you.
I think these are not mutually exclusive if you actually see, because it is very direct that the instruction of the spiritual master coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, go out and preach. Yes. But even when you are going out and preaching, the result is under the action of Krishna. So basically you are letting the outcome to happen. You are doing your task,
Yes.
but letting Krishna do the outcome.
Of
So
course.
it goes together.
But the wise man, he lays only in one spot, huh?
So yeah, it is still a difference.
Yeah.
Because the wise man, he is giving a specific lesson about
Yeah.
renunciation, and that we have to inculcate.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
Narasimha Chaturdashi 2026.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. We need to now celebrate the birthday of our Vishnu. Is the cake ready? While cake ready, Ron can come and announce Kirtan.
So, while we are waiting for the cake to come, we have amazing elements to come. So who has heard of Amsterdam Kirtan Mela? Hands up. Who has not heard of Amsterdam Kirtan Mela? It looks like we're getting to full awareness. So on the 9th of May, we are going for 11 hours of Kirtan in Oranjekerk, which is just around the corner. And we are very humble and blessed to have His Grace Paravida Prabhu there. Thank you so much for being one of the Kirtanyas, Chitaleka, Anangamanjari, many Kirtanyas who will come from the Netherlands, but also many who will come from abroad to do 11 hours of Kirtan in the Oranjekerk. And we have a motto for Oranjekerk and for this Kirtan Mela, which is stay high forever. Arrivo! Because Prabhupada said that in New York, he said that you don't need any intoxication. We are looking for things, we are looking for places to fulfill, but at the end, we are looking to stay not just high with any type of form of intoxication, which is all temporary. We can chant and dance and sing the holy names and stay high forever. So that is also our motto. That is our motto for Amsterdam Kirtan Mela. And I think if you put that on the church outside, many people will be, how is that even possible in Amsterdam? How can I be high forever without any form of intoxication? Whoa, you need to join the Hare Krishnas, you need to chant the holy name, and you will experience what that actually is. So if you know any friend who wants to experience this, please invite him or her. Please invite the family. Please come. And there is also many service opportunities there to do. There's a service list distributed just on the voluntary WhatsApp list. So please subscribe to the services. And we are looking forward to an amazing festival on the 9th of May. On the 10th of May, we will have a Holy Name Retreat with His Holiness Sakshinanda Maharaj. Haribo! And so please also subscribe to that. We have tickets for registration to cover the cost for the event. If you have any challenges on the tickets, just reach out to me, Oni Lambar, and we can help support to cover the cost for you. So please come to the Holy Name Retreat. We will also have Adivas in the temple with His Holiness Sakshinanda Maharaj on Friday evening. I think it starts at 7, 6, 5 already. 5 o'clock. We're here. 5 o'clock we start. And when do we finish, Adivas? 8. So 5 to 8. Adivas next Friday in the temple with His Holiness Sakshinanda Maharaj and various Kirtanyas that are also going to come for the Holy Name Retreat. And the Kirtan Mela. So please come Friday for the Adivas, Saturday for Kirtan Mela, and Sunday for Holy Name Retreat. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Thank you, Ron Prabhu. Yeah, we are seeing to have something from Wednesday. Madhurika is coming on Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. And Wednesday evening, already we are trying to have a program with her. Thursday evening for sure we'll have a program with her. And Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So we are at around 230 registrations so far. You should all please bump up your outreach. Just the other day I sent an invitation to 650 people. So you can also sit down, just send to everybody who you know in your WhatsApp. Just invite people. It would be nice if you just come and bring at least 10 people with you. I know 10 people are already outside. They don't want to. It's okay. So yeah, we have the cake for Jishnu. It's his birthday today. Let us sing Hare Krishna mantra for Jishnu, and then let's pray that Narasimha blesses. He's the son of our Vimendra Prabhu and Sahitya Mataji from Amsterdam. They are active parts of our congregation here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. May Narasimha Dev bless you. May Narasimha Dev bless you. May Narasimha Dev bless you. Jishnu, Hare Krishna to you. Haribo. Yeah. Hare Krishna. We'll be doing the final arati for the day. We'll sing Narasimha prayers and then we'll end with Hare Krishna mantra. Would you like to lead, Prabhuji? Yeah. Chitra, like, want to lead? Narasimha prayers and then Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Ladadayine. Hiranyakashipurvaksha. Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Yata yata yami tato Narasimha. Bahi Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye. Narasimhamadim Sharanam Prapadye. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Abhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipo Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Jagadisha Hare. Narasimha Jaya, Narasimha Jaya, Narasimha Jaya, Narasimha Jaya, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya, Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya, Jaya, Prabhupada, 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 Jaya, Srila Prabhupada. Nishimade Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kartals! Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo, bolo! Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Go Premanande!
नरसिम्हा भगवान की जय, श्री श्री करुणा कृष्ण भगवान की जय, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dear devotees, thank you so much. Today's wonderful festival was possible or made possible with the contribution of many devotees. We start with those who cooked dinner prasadam. It was Plavanita Mataji, Amrita Mataji and the team. Wonderful deity services by Ashtasaki Mataji, and of course it's a team of devotees, Rajarani Mataji and Premalata Mataji and a lot of other devotees. I keep forgetting the names. Decorations, Ashtasaki Mataji, who helped you? Decorations. Sophia. So let's thank all these devotees for making sure that everything goes well in the temple. By loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Now there is very important and serious announcement. So if you can please sit down. We have something very important to announce. Nothing groundbreaking, but you all have been hearing about the new temple situation. As the part of ISKCON Amsterdam temple management, we had decided that today will be the deadline before which we'll start off doing a pivot path, because August 31st we need to leave this place. We'll not be having this place anymore. So until today we haven't heard a concrete yes or no from Tamarkark, which basically means that starting next week we'll be also starting to consider other alternatives. So it basically means a few different opportunities. Tamarkark may anytime come back and tell yes, it's a possibility, and we'll always go and close it. But otherwise, we'll start looking for other opportunities anywhere around. So it's our sincere request. Please close your eyes. We have been doing it since last 1.5 years now. Today is the appearance of Narasimha Bhagavan. If you all sincerely pray, Narasimha Dev will support us. So with one heart and one focus, all of us, let us please recite 3 Hare Krishna mantras for the pleasure of Narasimha Dev, and also with this focus that ISKCON Amsterdam need a place. 31st of August, that's the deadline, absolute deadline. So all of us together, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Sincerely thank you for your prayers and blessings towards ISKCON Amsterdam. Hopefully we will have a temple soon. We don't know where exactly it's going to be and when it's going to happen, but it will happen. So dear devotees, today is the day of Narasimha Chaturdashi. We have been celebrating. Let us take it to our hearts. Let us not just take it as one more thing which comes and goes every year. Devotee of Krishna, Chaitanya Charitamrita